if you're a beginning drummer or any musician and you want to become proficient and down the line become a professional musician, drummer, there is some book study you're going to have to do. There is some opening the books, just like school, and reading and learning the note values and learning what the terminology is. So in my last video, I did an overview of time signatures. What do the top number mean? What does the bottom number mean? And went over a lot of time signatures, gave examples. For the beginners right now, I'm going to just break down a 4/4 time pattern. A 4 over a 4, tell you what that means, and we'll play a little 5-bar pattern to show you the notes. So you're going to have to learn the note values. Let's start with the 4/4 time signature. The top number of any time signature, watch the last video. After you watch this, watch the last one. It explains a lot too. But the top number, the 4, is going to signify the amount, the number of beats in a measure or a bar. A measure and a bar are the same thing, mean the same thing. 4 beats to the measure or 4 counts. What does that mean if you're confused on that? It's just if you're counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the count. A measure consists in 4/4 time of 4 counts. That's a measure or a bar. A phrase, which we won't get into, but 4 bars commonly equal a phrase. So you put 4 bars together, that can be a phrase. It can be 8-bar phrases. You can take 2 4-bar phrases and make an 8-bar phrase. You can take 2 8-bar phrases and make a 16-bar phrase. We're not going over that now. We're just concentrating on 4/4. What does that mean? So in this pattern here, we have 5 bars or 5 measures. All right, so 4 on the top means the 4 counts to the measure. 4 counts to each bar. The bottom number is, you take that top number side, you're left with 1/4. 1/4. 1/4. You gotta kind of know a little math. 1/4, so the quarter note. The quarter note will get the beat. If you don't know the note values, let's go over the notes, what the notes are. There's a whole note. In the first bar, you see a whole note. A whole note, based on its name, whole, takes up the whole bar in 4/4 time. It gets 4 counts. So if I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, I would play one note for a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a whole note. I'm playing a whole note. It gets all 4 counts in 4/4 time. The second bar, half notes. We have a whole note. Now we have a half note. A half note is half of a whole note. So there's 2 half notes and a whole note, and each half note gets 2 counts or 2 beats. So half note, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The third bar, we have the quarter notes, which, as we established, based on 4/4, the quarter note is getting the beat. So every count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, is the quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's getting the beat. Okay? The next note value are called eighth notes. Eighth note gets a half a beat. So if you see the pattern developing, right? The whole note, we double that to half notes to 2 half notes. We double that to 4 quarter notes. Now we doubled that to 8 eighth notes. There are 8 eighth notes in a measure in 4/4 time. And they're counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. What's next? We double the eighth notes 8. Now we have 16th notes. 16 16th notes in a measure or a bar. They are counted 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and right. So there are 16 16th notes in a whole note. So 1 whole note, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 8 eighths, 16 sixteenths. What would be the next note value based on that pattern? We're just doubling. So what's double of 16? 32. 32nd notes would be the next note value, and that would look like this. And they would be counted basically the same. There's different people that would say you can count each one, but you can count the same as 16th notes, but just double up each one. So if 16th notes are 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E, and I would still do that same count, but just add 2 notes to each value there. So 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and what would be next? 64th notes. I don't have that listed. You're probably never going to see that ever. I don't think I've ever, since I was young, a 4-year-old when I started, I don't think I've ever seen a 64th note or played one. If I did, I don't remember. But that would be the next in line. Just double. If you wanted to go further, now 64th notes are considered the highest note value, the smallest note value, however you want to look at it, in music. But technically, you could have a 128th note and a 256th if someone wanted to do that. But really, you're not going to see past 64th notes. And really, you're not really going to see 32nd notes much at all, if at all. So 16th notes and down are the note values you come across most likely. So, and 4/4 is the most common time signature you're going to come across. Let's play this 5-bar pattern. By the way, the repeat sign, that 2 dots at the end, is a repeat sign. Again, this is not part of this lesson, but I just wanted to throw that in to give you some more information. A repeat sign will go back, in this case, it will go back to the beginning and play it one more time through. So those 5 bars, this is 5 bars, and you're going to get to the end and play it one time through again. Okay? Now, if you see in music, a whole page of music, and you see those double bars facing that way, and it goes back to double dots, 2 dots facing the other way somewhere, maybe not at the beginning, but somewhere in the piece, you'll repeat from that double dot to this double dot and play that section again. If you don't see any double dots here and just one at the end, you'll just go back to the beginning and play it one more time through. That's what that means. That's the repeat sign. So let's play this pattern together, and you have to memorize those note values. So hopefully maybe through this little, however many minutes we've been doing this right now, you'll know a whole note is 4 counts, half note is 2 counts, quarter note is 1 count, it gets the beat, 8th note is a half a count, 16th note is a quarter of 1 count. 4 16th notes to a quarter note. So 1 16th note is a quarter of a beat. Okay, so let's play this pattern. We'll play at 90 beats per minute. That's the tempo we're going to play at. 60 beats per minute is just 1 beat every second, whatever a second is. If you're looking at seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the tempo. 2, 3, 4. Quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note. We're going to play at 90 beats per minute. It's just the tempo. How does the tempo affect time signatures? It doesn't change anything about the note values. All it does is change the speed at which you're playing. If I'm playing this slow, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those were all quarter notes. The quarter note is still getting the beat. If I'm playing it Dun, dun, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Those are all still quarter notes. We're just playing faster now at the tempo. So at that speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes would be played 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 16th notes would be, okay, we're just going faster. All right, so let's keep that in mind. So let's play the pattern. Let's play these 5 bars in 4/4 time at 90 beats per minute. That's the tempo we're going to play. And that's going to be 3, right around here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay? So now let's play that same 5-bar pattern of notes at a faster tempo of 120. We'll just go to 120. All right? Again, it's not affecting that the quarter note gets a beat. It's not affecting whole note. We'll still get 4 counts, whatever. We're just playing at a faster time. That's all it's doing. It's not changing the time signature. So let's play that. We'll play it twice through at 120. 1, like here, right on here. 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay? Nothing changed but the speed that we were playing it at. Here's a little bonus time signature for you. And we're going to keep it fairly simple. What does 5/4 time signature mean? Well, the only thing that changed was that top number. If the 4 is at the bottom, no matter what number is at the top, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, any number at the top is just the number of beats in a measure or a number of counts in the measure. We know what a bar is. We know how much of the bar is the same thing as a measure. We're playing 5 bars here. The bottom number, being a 4, means the quarter note still gets the beat, still gets the count. 1, 2, 3, whatever tempo. 2, 3, 4. That is the quarter note. 2, 3, 4. Quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note. Eighth note, eighth note, eighth note, eighth note. 1, quarter, quarter, quarter. Eighth, 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 quarter, 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 quarter. Half, 2, 3, 4. Half, 2, half, 4. 3, 1, 2. Whole note, 3, 4. Quarter, 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 quarter. Okay? So 5/4. Quarter note still gets the beat, but look here. Let's look at bar number 3. Has 5 quarter notes instead of 4 because we have 5 beats or 5 counts to each measure now. So, same value if we're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're just counting 5 instead of 4. 5 beats to the measure. Quarter note still gets the beat. Let's look at measure 1. Since a whole note gets how many counts? 4. Since a whole note gets 4 counts, we need 5 counts, so we need to add another beat, another count. What gets the beat? What gets the value? And anything over a 4 time signature, quarter note, we add a quarter note. Now we have 5 beats. So we have the whole note, 1, 2, 3, 4, quarter note equals 5. Let's look at the second bar. We had 2 half notes in 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, each getting 2 counts. Now, if 2 half notes are only getting 4 counts, we need to add that 5th count. Again, it's a quarter note. The quarter note gets the beat, so we add a quarter note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The third bar. So we have 5 quarter notes because the quarter note's getting the beat, so you just hit 5 on the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fourth bar, you got 8th notes, still getting a half a count, 2 8th notes to a quarter note. So now there's 5. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and. 16th notes, same thing. A 16th note still getting 1/4 of a beat or a count. So instead of 16th notes in 4/4, there's now going to be 20 16th notes in 5/4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and a. So let's play that pattern, and we'll play it in 5 and 120 again. All right? 1, 2, play along with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And it's good to learn to read music, because if you want to be a professional drummer or a musician, you want to be able to take any jobs you can, and sometimes you'll have to go into a studio. You become known as a great musician. They want you to play on their records. So people will call you, play on their records. I don't know the music. They hand you a chart. They're going to hand you music. You're going to have to be able to read that music in the studio at that time. So it's beneficial to learn as much as you can about your instrument. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Please subscribe if you're so inclined. And you go practice now. Practice. That's all it's about. Counts. Just played 30-second notes. I'm done. See you.